What's going on, y'all? In this video, I will be showing you another example of why the Dallas Cowboys run defense is poor. It is a lack of discipline, and you could say at times heart is the reason why that our run defense is poor. You know what I mean by discipline? I mean by the lack of technique, you know, the lack of just having awareness of, you need to do this in this situation. This is your responsibility. You see, what this defense at times does is get caught up in the moment of wanting to make a play because they are excited because this defense has been, this is probably the most talented defense that we didn't have in a long time. So everybody in this defense eats. So instead of just worrying about doing your job and when it's your time to do your job, they just want to go ahead and make that play. They want to be the first one to make their play instead of doing their job. So that's why we have the outcome in the run defense that we do now. So in this video, I will be showing y'all. But before we begin, y'all, if you guys haven't hit that like button, please do. And go ahead and sub because we're going to do a whole lot more videos similar to this one. But all right, let's get into this first play. So in this play, right, the DN, the reason why I'm going to show you that how we lost contain. We got caught up in, as I stated earlier, wanted to make the play. I want you to watch this man right here. Watch this man right here. Look how undisciplined he is. His job is outside contain. He goes inside. Boom, loses contain. Now here we go. Now we have that. Now, if he would have just kept contained, it would have been a lot shorter game. His job is to funnel him back inside. His job, like I said, outside contained. But evidently, this man didn't do that. So that's why we had the outcome of this big chunk in the run. We'll go to the next play. In this clip, it wasn't as big as a chunk play as I showed you earlier. However, this is a pure example of why, our second level has been the weakest part of our defense. Linebackers such as Leighton Vander Esch, Anthony Barr, they struggle at times being free. And what I mean by being free is they let the blockers get inside them too often. Sometimes, they just had a good block on you, right? Sometimes you can't, but especially with the athleticism and the size that Leighton Vander Esch possesses. And Anthony Barr is no slouch athletically, even though he's not what he was when he first came in the league. It doesn't make sense on how they allow these linemen to get into him like that. See, as a linebacker, you got to be able to shed blocks. You got to be able to slip blocks, like a boxer slip punches. Well, sometimes you got to slip the block, and I'm going to show you, even though, like I said, this wasn't a big chunk run, this is a perfect example of what these linebackers failed to do, which is not shed blocks. Now, on this play, I want you to look at Mr. Anthony Barr right here. Look how he attacks his block. He lets him get in him, takes him out the play, right? Instead of playing with force, he allows him to take him out the play. Look, just riding them all out. You have a responsibility. And you failed to do that. You allowed him to get into you. And then, look at Leighton. We know Leighton struggles with that, but he runs into Leighton. Leighton, it's not like Leighton was going to make the play anyway. But look at Leighton, though. Leighton doesn't come with enough pop in his hands to be able to get rid of block. Man, you 250-some pounds. There's no way that man right there should be even banging. You should be putting that man in the backfield and getting off that block. You should be controlling that man, Leighton. But it looked like he controlling you. And if he didn't run into you, that play could have been a lot worse. Come on, man. Look, that play could have went a lot worse if my man right there, I believe that's Wilson, didn't make that play. Come on. Come on. They got to be real. We a little bit We a little soft, man. We a little cotton, man, when it come out to that linebacker play. And we ain't gonna act like Micah Parsons ain't guilty of false stepping either. All right. Speaking of Micah Parsons, here we go. Here's a play that we have to hold him accountable as well. You know, look, we love Micah. We know Micah, man, is the best player, defensive player in the league, and probably the best player in the whole National Football League, right? But we have to hold him accountable because, you know, even though you are a cut above the rest, the most athletically gifted individual on the field, you still have to play with discipline and technique. You know, the greats are disciplined. The greats practice and have repetition on the basic things. You know, for Floyd Mayweather, right? What does he do? Work the basics, though. He was great. Hard work, dedication, into the basics. And then went from there. He had to master the basics before he could master anything else. Now look at Micah. You know? Yeah, man. Of course he could make up because he has great makeup speed, a 4.3 runner. But man, gotta hold you accountable, man. Let's look. Look at him. Boom, he attacks. But he goes inside. Why? Why? Keep the outside and bring him in and allow your linebackers to clean up. Speaking of linebackers, just a little gentle, that's all. But it could have went a whole lot better and allow your boys to clean up from behind you if you put them back inside. Come on. If you gonna guess, you got to make the play. If you gonna guess, if you gonna gamble, then you got to make the play. So we got to hold Micah accountable too in this, y'all. You know? Yeah, he makes a whole lot of plays, so we forget about it sometimes. But if you are a leader, you got to set the standard. And the standard is excellence of this defense. We're supposed to have the best defense in the National Football League. And the best defense in the National Football League plays with discipline, in heart, in toughness. Here's another clip. Thank the Lord we got Jonathan Hankins. Because one thing's for sure, Jonathan Hankins ain't going to make sure that gap is as big as I'm ready to show you. He ain't going to make sure this man gets turned. You got to stay square. You know, I know it's tough dealing with double teams. You know, it takes a lot out of you. So you want that big boy to be able to go on, but you can't allow them to move you. You know, you can't allow them to turn you. You know, I was always taught, if I feel like I'm getting moved too much, giving up too much ground, go ahead and fall and make that pile. You know, I was taught to take on one man and then turn your hips to stand your ground and stand your gap. Don't get moved. Leighton, this man wants to catch the tackle instead of coming to it and feel it. Look at him. He turns him. Why? Look at that. You got to give me a little bit more fight than that. Is that Carlos? You got to give me a little bit more fight than that. You got to give me a little bit more fight than that. And then Leighton, he be so lost in the sauce. I understand that he had something across his eyes. And I told y'all, look, he was worried about that. I understand. So that took him as a pause, though, right? But you had to know that they do their homework. You had to know that if you've been following me this whole season, you know that to attack our linebackers is to play with their eyes, to give them a little eye candy. So the Bears gave them a little eye candy, which holds our linebackers longer than sometimes it should be. Sometimes, you know, you got to do your homework and know, look, man, they're going to give me some eye candy. I know that in this situation, they're not going to do that. And I know that my guys got this if it goes out right there. So I'm going to go ahead and worry about my inside responsibilities. Right? Come on. Next one. In this play, I'm ready to show you some of the undisciplined DN play that we've been having. As a DN, you're supposed to squeeze a space down. You're supposed to squeeze a space. It ain't supposed to be a fat hole in it. We're supposed to squeeze down. Hello, DN. Will we squeeze this play down or what? I'm going for the man. Look at the fat hole. If he just squeezes this down, just a little bit, I understand that you got to worry about the QB, but you already came out wide anyway, and you was already getting ready to attack the inside shoulder like you've been attacking the whole game. So you was going to be out of the play for that one too if it's time for the quarterback. You took the wrong angle. Baited you up. His angle for the quarterback was wrong. He didn't squeeze that down, which left that fat hole. Let's look at our linebackers. Get off, rookie. Got to get off a little quicker than that. You got to see, you got to be controlled. Now, I'm not going to be hard on the rookie, y'all. I understand it was his first action. There was a lot going on, and he'll get better as he continues to go along. So this was good reps for him, especially in this type of game in the run game. You know, this was good reps, and he did some good things too. And we'll go ahead, you know, and come with a film session of him as well, you know. But, you know, let's look at Leighton. You know, Leighton could have, you know, he could have been a little bit more forceful and made him turn a little quicker than what he wanted to. You know, it's all about team defense, y'all. Sometimes the linebackers ain't going to make all the play, but you got to do your job, man. And the DN and the linebackers wasn't on sync. You know, we didn't get off the rock. We ain't getting off blocks. We're not controlling the blocks. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that 91 about you getting held. He was in you anyway, boy. Get off the block. Come on, man. You put on that weight in the offseason for what? He riding with you, and they reading it, and he reading off as his lineman. Control the lineman. See, that's one thing. Oh, my God, I'm going to show y'all. Hank is going to control them linemen, y'all. There's a reason why, man, Mr. Carlos, you've been inactive. Come on. All right, man. Let's look at this one. Look at the DN, right? I'm going to tell you what the DN did wrong, right? The DN, like I said, y'all, he wanted to get some love. He wanted to go get the QB. And in terms, he didn't put hands on the offensive tackle, because if he put hands on the offensive tackle, throws him off his course, squeezes him down, we don't get this chunk play. It's probably for a loss, if not a no game. He went by, tried to dip shoulder, tried to go get QB. He tried to go get QB. Boom, he misses the play. Sometimes you ain't going to make the play, team defense. Now just think, now if he came down, right, squeezed him down. If he squeezed him down, you know, you would have opportunity for others to hurry up and get off their block so they can help make the play. Now look at Leighton. He look a little too patient. Like, come on, man, is you gonna commit to your guns? Is you gonna go ahead and pull or what? You know what I'm saying? You know, you got that happy feet. You know, you like Pharrell, because I'm happy. You know, like, come on, man. That's too much. That's too much. Man, that line, man, they had the backup line. The Kansas State guard wasn't even playing. They had backup scrubs at line. There's no way that we should be getting punked like this, y'all. This is a scrub line. This line ain't that good. But they making it seem good. Where's your heart at? Where's your heart at, linebackers? Where's your heart at, D-line? Hold your ground. Why are you getting turned like this? Why are you getting turned? Look at that. Stay square. Turn them. You see how he turned them? Stay square. If you stay square, be physical. If he squeezes that down, if Leighton comes in, bam, we don't get that. We don't give him the opportunity. Man, when was he touched? When was this man touched? When was he touched? Go ahead and tap him. Ain't no arm tackle's gonna do this. Got to be physical. They wasn't in sync. Then he was caught in the wash. All right, I understand, rookie. I understand, but you made the play. I understand, rookie. You know, you're learning. I give rookie a pass. He gets a pass this game. You know, he missed the whole season, man. You know, it wasn't his fault anyway. He did Leighton's work. He got off that and did Leighton's work. Look at Leighton. He out the play. It's team defense, y'all. It's not that simple. The plays is going to come. As a D lineman, we run the pass. Linebackers, that's why you take your read step. Come on, man. Front seven's supposed to handle the run, y'all. Come on, man. Run first. In this play, the DN finally did his job to squeeze it down to go make the play. You know, it's a lot of responsibility to handle somebody of Fields' caliber and a running back. And I understand that. I really do, y'all. I really do. Right? Curse. Where's your presence at? Why are you stuck in the wash? Let me show you. Squeeze down. Boom. Look at Curse, though. What are you doing? You was out to play. Now look at this. Now look at that. Boom. Squeeze down. Curse. 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 Bro, for real? He should have never even touched you, to be honest with you. Yo, our eye discipline is trash. Our technique when it comes to run defense is trash. We get to the QB lovely, but when it comes to this discipline, they want to go for the glory. They want to go for the fame. They don't want to do the dirty work. And great defenses do the dirty work. Then we allow this. Ooh, who's that, Ant? Let's see what you did, Ant. I mean, you did your job, I guess. You didn't allow him to go inside. You put it back inside. But, I mean, you could have made it more of an effort because Ant, his tackling has been trash, too. We ain't going to act like we ain't seen that Detroit game, man, where he allowed, man, for that thing to get outside, man, with poor tackling, man. We ain't going to act like we ain't seen that. I didn't get to bust him out, though, but, oh, yeah, man, I remember that. I wrote that down. We ain't gonna act like he been tackling, but we ain't gonna act like Trayvon Diggs just been tackling good too. He picks and chooses when he want to tackle, just like your linebackers. They pick and choose where they want to make plays, and that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, y'all. Unacceptable. All right, y'all. Let's look at him, overcommitting. Look at him. He committed. Look at this. Look at this. Put my heart, shoot my gun. Bam. Go inside. Look at that fat gap. You committed. You angle was horrible. Technique was horrible. You allowed him to get in you. And this is what we got. Let's look at the D-line. What'd he do? I'm not too sure about what. I don't know if that was getting ready to do a twist or what. Possible. Not too sure. But I would have loved for him to just stay square on that. You know, be strong. But, you know, first game. But this right here, I don't like. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like from 11. You know what I mean? Look, I understand that he feel like he should make every play, but he's not going to make every play. Let's just be real. That's why you got 10 other people to help you out. When you allow your 10 other people to do their job and help you out, they're going to allow for you to look even better. They're going to allow for your greatness to shine even more. You have an excellent defensive coach. You have an excellent supporting cast on the defensive end. Allow them to do their job. Quit trying to do everybody else's job and do your job. You know, we don't have a pure linebacker. Micah's not a pure linebacker. Leighton is not a pure. Well, Leighton is a linebacker, though, but he's not a Mike. Barr is definitely not a pure linebacker. What's his name, man? Damon. He's a linebacker, but this is his first game. So, you know, he's got to get, you know. And how can we allow for him to shine when you got somebody like Carlos Watkins getting turned? We got everybody ain't doing their job, and he got to play makeup because because the D-line may not be doing their job in the run game. They just want to go get the quarterback instead of helping the linebackers out so they can go ahead and clean up. Our linebackers should be leading tacklers a lot of the time. We should be seeing Leighton, Barr, now Clark, 8+ tackles, 10+ combined. But do we see that? No, we be seeing like Leighton Vander Esch, two total, five total tackles with like three of them assisted or something like two. You know what I'm saying? This weak stuff, man. Linebackers. I mean, I came from the era of where linebackers was your leading tackles. Was your leading tacklers, man. Come on. All right, y'all. Let's look. Come on. The man went inside out on this one, not outside in. Let's show you what happens. Inside out. You missed the play. Chunk play. Show you again. Your responsibility. Outside in. You're supposed to attack that shoulder. Come on now. You're supposed to attack this to bring him back in. Look though, he attacks that, boom. Now he misses the play. Ain't nobody there. But if you would attack this, not only would you most likely would have made the play, you probably would have had some help. You would at least would have grabbed him and your boys would have been able to help clean him up. But no. You wanted to be undisciplined. So we got an undisciplined result. You out here like you hiding or something. Look at that. Oh my God. Let's look at this. What did he do? Never turn your back like that, my boy. Who's that, Neville? Never turn your back like that. That's how you get pancaked. All that, no. He could have grabbed you and just finished you. Technique, y'all. It's technique. Look at that, man. Come on, man. Oh, my gosh. I know y'all hear the frustration in my voice. Y'all want to see something funny? Look at 55. As a linebacker, sometimes you got to slow play things. Sometimes you got to have patience. You got to know when to have patience and know when to shoot your gun. You got to know when to have patience. You got to know when to shoot your gun. You got to know where everybody is at, where your weakness is at. You can't overcommit in certain instances, right? Got to know when to slow play things, right? See, if you would have just been that presence in the gap, where was he going to go? He already brought him back outside. Damon did his job. Damon, he did his job. He was going to be there if he committed there. Leighton, this is you. Leighton. You had a nerve like you directed. So what you directing? I don't see nobody choir. I don't see no choir. I don't see the Georgia Mass Choir. No. I'm not tired yet. No. I don't hear nobody singing. I see the Bears singing to a 200 and something yard rushing game. Lord have mercy. But yeah, man, y'all done seen this stuff, man. And this is the reason why your run defense is poor and the reason why they didn't go get a linebacker. Because all the things that could be done is technique and, like I said, heart-wise. If your linebackers just do their job, your linebackers feel with some attention. We know Leighton ain't going to do it, whether you're scared of his neck or what. But sometimes, it's the D-line's fault too. Look at all the times your DNs, man, want to come inside when it's clearly that your job is outside contained. You learn that. I learned that in Pop Warner. When I played DN in Pop Warner, I learned that I needed outside contain. That was stressed to me in JV football and varsity. But these grown professional men, soon as they want to get to the pros, start getting some money, they want to lose all the basics. They want to lose all the technique. They want to do their own thing. They want the number because they got incentives in their contract that they want to get. But you said that you wanted to win. I couldn't tell. But anywho, y'all see that little circle there? If y'all forgot to go ahead and sub, go ahead and tap on that circle right there, y'all. And go ahead and sub. And you're going to get a lot more. Hit that bell button so you can get alerts because we post a lot. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Till next time.